Hey guys, it's Trevor, Lila Auto. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about one of our newest aspects is mobile mechanic. We still have the full shop, we still do everything in the full shop, but we're moving into a little bit of the mobile side where we come to you and do some of the easier jobs in your driveway, and it's a little cheaper for you, a little bit easier for us on scheduling. We'll talk about what we use for service truck. It's not really your typical service truck. It's more of a, it works pretty good for us. It's a 2001 Chevy Blazer. We got her pretty well loaded down with everything we're going to need to do most everything in your driveway. Obviously tires and stuff like that, we're going to still have you come into the shop and do that. It doesn't make sense for us to carry a tire machine around with us, but we can start right here. We got an inverter, 300 watt inverter to charge our batteries with for our power tools. Back here we got our scan tools. We got a two-way scan tool, booster pack for jump starts, battery chargers that are run off the inverter, just a quick code scanner. I keep some customer parts and stuff in here, and I like to use these go bags. They work pretty good to keep things organized. On the mobile side, you like to be organized, makes life faster. So in here, this is my drill and grinder bag, so I keep some Harbor Freight drills or drill bits and stuff in here, and all my grinder wheels. And this bag is our Sawzall bag. I got some Sawzall blades and the snap-on cordless Sawzall. Love that thing, works pretty good. This box is our electrical box. So everything I need electrical wise is in here. I got multimeter, scope on a rope, hose or terminal crimps and strippers. I got some test leads, heat gun for shrinking, wire, and these are all terminals and heat shrink butt connectors, stuff like that. I'll keep all that in that box. That way I can just grab it and go. Works pretty good. And if I need to build a quick something or other, those things work awesome. You get them real cheap at Harbor Freight. And then it goes right back in here. Well, we'll leave it out for now because I'll show you what's behind it. So in behind it, let's throw our drill bag out. In behind here, we got a bag full of shop towels. Can't never have too many shop towels. Purple plower for cleaning stuff up. Usually it's my hands. I use it on my hands. Usually works pretty good. Some of my cases, impact driver set for brake rotors, oil filter set, flare tool for making brake lines. I do make brake lines in the field. I don't generally stock a lot of brake line in here. I do if I know I'm going to need a brake line, or if I'm working specifically on brake stuff, I'll pack it in. A lot of my stuff that I carry with me is job specific, so if I think I'm going to need it for that particular job, I'll pack it. If I don't, it goes out and goes back to the shop because I don't want to carry any more than I absolutely have to. Cheap tire plug kit, you never know. They're $1 or like $3 at Dollar General. Some used liquids. I keep all my solvents, brake cleans, spare WD-40 and stuff right there. Quick connect kit and my Mac axle nut socket set is back here. I have some spare parts over there for a job that I didn't take out of. I forgot they were in here. And this is my Untitled tire pressure monitor scan tool for tire pressure monitors. Works really well. Pretty proud of that thing. Also, back here, I have a small metric tap and die set and a cheap Harbor Freight come along, because you never know where you're going to need that. Now we can go to the back and look at the toolbox. So we got a lot of stuff in a little space, and I've played with it quite a lot to get it to where I feel comfortable with everything, and again, organization of this stuff is key. So this is just one of the cheap Harbor Freight roll cabinets with no legs on it. I used it in the shop. It was fantastic, and I thought, how do I get that smaller to put it in here, take the legs off from it. So in here I have our impacts, swivel sockets, long 1/2-inch drive breaker bars and ratchets, and torque wrench, oil filter socket for odds and ends stuff, tape, spare batteries. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in one drawer, and I like these Harbor Freight boxes because they are durable and you put a lot of stuff in them. This little battery drill, this is specifically used on these wire wheels, and this basically all this ever does is clean stuff up. I have the other DeWalt drill for drilling holes. This one mainly just a little die grinder type thing where I clean up anything. I mean, from battery terminals to surfaces, water pump gaskets, everything like that. This little impact, I would die without that. Use it every day. And I got my little butane torch and stuff in here too. In the bottom here is the Serpentine belt tool, and all of this is, I have a spot for all of this so I know where it's at. Spark tester, there's a condenser off a tractor, don't belong in there. And in this case down here is Allen bits, the TriStar or the spline stuff, torques and spline in there. So that drawer, I try to keep all of my impacts and these swivel sockets. I do have some of the smaller stuff in there too. This drawer is my wrench drawer. For just a regular set of combination wrenches, I went with the Cobalt because they're cheap. And then I have the Mac ratchet wrenches. I got the big set, Harbor Freight big set. You don't find too much that you need anything bigger than that for working in a driveway. Anything above what I carry in here, we're gonna tow it to the shop and we're gonna do it there. So this is set up for basically mostly easy stuff that I can do in a driveway. My ratchets, you may have noticed I'm kind of a Snap-on fanboy. Got all the Snap-on power tools, the 3/8 quarter hand tools, Snap-on 3/8 long ratchets, the little itty bitty Snap-on ratchet. That one gets used all the time. I have started picking up a lot of the gear wrench stuff. I've been liking the gear wrench stuff. And then I got some chisels and punches and stuff in there. This drawer is a disaster, but it's an organized disaster. I know where most of the stuff is. I got some cheap epoxy for small repairs. Can you go turn the key off in the Blazer?
Hold these.
No, hold your chips. All my pliers, side dikes, some wire crimpers, pencils, Sharpies, stuff like that I keep in this drawer, spare flashlight. The top of the box is all sockets. 1/2-inch stuff in the back, that's snap-on, and the icon stuff in there. I started liking a little bit of the icon. I keep everything on racks so I can grab it where I know it's at. 3/8 drive. These are the Tecton sockets. I kind of like them. They work pretty good. And it's something about the 14mm posts on all of these that break off. This one's broke. This one's broke. I don't. Must be that socket's heavier than the rest of them apparently. But extensions, 3/8 drive extensions. All my 1/4-inch drive stuff's here. Stubby screwdrivers in the holes over here. Semi-deep 1/4-inch drive. Torx bit sockets here. Magnet that usually lives right there. You got spark plug sockets and Allens here. And then in this side is my most used screwdrivers, door trim tool, and my pick. They live there because I use them all the while, and then just my flathead and Phillips screwdriver that I use all the time. Go there. I know. This side, got my light, Astro light. Got it off Amazon. Works really well. I kind of like that thing. I just got it. I've been using it quite a lot. My old snap-on magnet light, that works really well. Spare paper towels. You never have too many paper towels. And then some of the most used penetrating oils. And my picks are back here for easy access. Use them. You don't use them every day, but they're right there when you do need them. And then smaller screwdrivers here. And down here, a grinder, the DeWalt grinder, and I have cut-off wheels for that. And I just swap them out and go back and forth really quick. My pry bars live in there. I got a long 1/2-inch drive extension that don't really fit well up there, so I keep that down there. And then my channel lock pliers live in there too. Like easy access is the name of how I try to keep everything, so I can just walk up, grab it. I'm not hunting for stuff, because if I'm looking for something, then I'm not working on your car, and that's costing everybody money. We don't like that. We like the purpose of doing a setup like this was to keep our costs down, and in the end charge the customer less, because I don't have a lot of overhead in this and everything is right there. It's easy to get to. 9 times out of 10 we're saving the customer a tow bill to the garage, and they're happy. Everybody's happy. On this side of the box, hammers. These are my 2 most used hammers. Actually, I think these are the only hammers I have in the Blazer. Can of brake clean and a can of air. You'd be surprised at how often you use just a can of air to blow something out of a distributor cap or something like that. You clean up a terminal onto just something, you blow it off with that.